Hey ladies, I decided to try something different tonight, and instead of making the posts, I decided I'm just going to go ahead and post this video and then have you have a little bit of time to watch it as if I were on a conference call with you or doing a training live, and then have you ask questions and make comments because mostly I have worked on setting a plan to move all of my resources to Google Drive so that I can give you a link like I did the other day where it's an entire folder I'm just going to share with you. It's all virtual so you can access it from anywhere. If you establish a Google Drive account, you can even get the app on your phone or your iPad, and that's what I've moved to, so I have all of my pictures and files available at any time. Excuse me, I'm also not feeling that well. So tonight I wanted to share a little bit about booking. So I've realized that as I've spoken with you individually or put out some challenges, that some of us might have different opinions or ideas or responses when we have a conversation about booking. So at the beginning of your journey, I encourage everyone I talk to that before you sign up, you should have at least 8 parties booked. If you look at the new consultant training, it comes directly from their training. The concept is for your first 4 months, if you have at least 2 parties each month, that's going to do a couple things. It's going to establish kind of the company average. It's going to earn you your Start Swell kits. It's going to bring you in contact with anywhere from 8 to 30 women. That hopefully will be able to establish consistency. Well, let's say we're 6 months down the road from your beginning, or a year or 2 years down the road from your beginning, and that hasn't happened. That doesn't mean you need to give up now. That means we need to try something different. I first encourage you to try something the same. Going back to the new consultant training and the November challenge, I asked you to redo the new consultant training, and on there again they encourage the list of 62. So the list of 62 is just a document that has 62 lines where you can brainstorm 62 people that you could contact for bookings or email addresses to get them onto your customer newsletter, or even just right now, Christmas orders. So when you're thinking about a booking, I encourage you to flip it so that the booking is about them and not about you. Yes, we all want to earn, ready, set, sell. We want to earn our commission. We want to build our business, but it's founded so much deeper if you make it about them. What are they going to get? Right now, they're going to get these hostess exclusives that are not available any other time. And I'm hoping the company is going to keep offering those to us and our hostesses to increase why, or when they would want to host a party. So let's go back to the list of 62. Who do you think of to put on that list? I already tried everyone. Well, when you're a new consultant, that's where the Franks comes into play. Your friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kid connections, and spouse connections. That's your first line. I call it your, I can't think of that metaphor. Your first line of fire. That's not really what it is, but the first people you'll contact. You tell them, hey, I'm excited to start my business. I wanted you to be one of the first people I shared it with. Would you like to, and then fill in the blank. Check out a catalog and let me know what you think of our products. Get a few friends together so I can practice what it's like to be a bag lady. Find out, with them, what they would be able to do for you in your business and what you would be able to offer them. Okay, so we're past that again. Maybe you're already past your first line of people. So now you need to start thinking outside the box. A few of the resources that I'm going to include in the link for booking is share different ways to get bookings. The first thing that I would encourage, going back to the basics, is once you have a party, make sure you have a follow-up system in place. You're going to contact them via Facebook, text, call, email, whatever you have established with them is good, to make sure they like the bag, to see if they got their whole wish list, to find out feelers if they'd be willing to have a party. Maybe not today or this month or next month, but maybe down the road. Stay in contact with them. Keep them in your mind and keep offering them options and reasons they need 31. So come up with a follow-up system. I encourage you at every party to make sure you have at least one party booked. If you're in that position where you're like, okay, but I haven't booked parties, I'm not booking parties. Now we need to think outside the box. You already followed up with contacts. Now you need new contacts. So I'd like to ask some of you, once you've made it through this video, to share some of the ways you've gotten new contacts, or after some of the things I say, if you have some ideas of how you could get new contacts. One is to reach out to local businesses this time of year. There's a couple different ways you can reach out to local businesses. You could use those Enter My Drawing slips I've given you guys a few different times and take in a perfect bottle thermal, or a Cheers bag, or a little carry-all with a themed gift in there, and just ask them if you can collect some entries for this drawing, maybe theme it to their business, and then leave it there for a week or two. You could include in that, so you're going to collect drawings from people who come there, you're going to raffle that off. But when you go to visit them, there's going to be people working at those businesses. Talk to the managers or the owners about Christmas gifts. Talk to some of the girls in the offices about, I'm going to leave this and I'm going to leave a catalog, and I'm just going to give you a challenge. If you can collect X amount of orders, then here's a prize I'll give you. All of those will be new contacts for you. Vendor events this time of year, I will say I am still learning about vendor events. The goal is definitely not to catalog sale there. They want cash and carry, and your goal is to get contacts. Even just collecting emails. That's one time that you could take a minute to text a lot of your friends and just even say, hey, I realize I'm not sure if I told you I was a 31 consultant. I wondered if you would be interested in just checking out my monthly newsletter, where you get to find out the inside scoop of the upcoming special and build your customer database. Another way that I like to think of for new contacts is carrying mini catalogs around with you. My newest idea that I'm still working on developing, the little slip, is to get a reverse business card, basically. It requests their information. You can use the Enter My Drawing slips. I talked about this another day, but and then just challenge yourself to pass out 3 of those every day. And don't be afraid to ask for a booking. Don't be afraid to ask for an order. What's the worst they can do? Say no. What's the best they can do? Oh my gosh, I was waiting to find a 31 consultant. I would love to. This time of year, another way to get bookings is with the turkey trot or penguin waddle idea. Hopefully some of you that are on those Facebook groups have seen that idea. If not, I'll include those files on the resource file so that you can look at those, and then let me know if you're interested in me coaching you a little bit through that. And then that coaching could count as your call for your incentives. But anyway, so a turkey trot or penguin waddle is where you make people realize how amazing the December specials are, and how awesome it would be to get a free stand up tall insert and large utility tote. So you just challenge them to take a catalog and a few order forms and flyers over Thanksgiving week and collect at least $100 in orders. You will combine them all into one party, but then you will divvy up the rewards by drawing winners for each one. Again, I can explain that more to those of you that are interested. I'll include it, the file, in the resource link there. But then again, have a plan. You're going to be in contact with those many girls and see how easy it is for them to collect orders. They should all be potential hostesses again. If they're willing to do that quickly, and most of them will collect more than $100, at least in my experience, and they could be potential hostesses, but any catalog hostess or anyone who does the work should also be potential recruits. Make sure you're offering them the opportunity to say, look how easy that was, and maybe even share how much you would make off of their efforts, and they should be the one making that money, right, Aaron Black? So, excuse me, I wanted to check my notes on what I had. Oh, another thing on the new consultant training was a launch party. If you've never had a launch party, I'm telling you, December or January is the time to have a launch party. I'm sworn to secrecy for right now about what's coming up, but it would be the perfect time if you haven't shared a launch party and invited everyone you know to come to your home and see the products in person and kind of work on the relationships and the booking potential there. I would highly recommend scheduling a launch party for the end of December, early January. Okay, so let's go ahead and kind of just have a chat here tonight. I'm going to post the link to the Google Drive booking folder below this video. And I would like then to have a conversation about where you think you need to go with bookings. Once our conversation is over, I would like to challenge us to a booking blitz. I have a couple posts I'll make about a booking blitz, but I believe that right now is the best time to make connections. There's a lot of resources that I also have on soliciting Christmas gift orders to husbands and whatnot that I think I put some of them in the November, December file I shared the other day. Excuse me, but I can share those again. If you let me know what you need, I'd be happy to share with you. On my director's call today, they shared with us that 70% of people are done shopping by December 1st. So, we want to make sure we're a part of those 70%. We want to offer that we can be a personal shopper. We can offer personalized solution sets. I included lots of images, both from home office and that I've collected from the pages that could share that. So, I got a little bit off track. I'm trying my best to stay on topic a little bit better, but what I'm going to do is we're going to post that. We're going to have a chat. I would like to issue a challenge of a booking blitz. Hopefully this will help us out with our November challenges. Get our booking set for November. It's not too late. Maybe get a turkey trot started. Maybe just aim for 6 people. And then let's get 1 or 2 parties going for the first week of December, because you do not want to miss out on this Ready, Set, Sell. So I'll meet you back on the chat. And I appreciate you being flexible with how we're going to figure out how to do this training. And then beyond this whole next week, I'll work on posts that focus on booking. So hopefully by the end of next week, we'll be set to have our team challenge by the end of November. So I'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye.